Oh, what's going on, everybody? Back, baby. Damn, it's been a while. I have been all over the place. Feels like to the moon and back. I actually didn't go to the moon, but feel like I've been almost every place in America. I was just on the East Coast for a little bit, hanging out in Pittsburgh. Went to go see my parents in Columbus, Ohio, and then was out in Charlotte for a little bit. So I had a great time. Nice to get away, nice to get back to work. For those who don't know, a lot of my work is on the road, so um, that's when I'm traveling. That's usually where I'm at. Bad part is tough to record podcasts on the road, so I'm working on that. Still haven't found a good solution of doing daily uploads, but hopefully, I just got to figure it out. I got to find some way to get on that and just get better. Make it a bigger priority. So, yeah, I'm just going to jump in today's episode. Fine, I listened to what GaryVee said. What's going on, everybody? Andrew asked me about my podcast. Back with another episode. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday out there. I was on a hiatus for a little bit. Was traveling I wasn't traveling the world. Was traveling the United States. Had a great time. Was in Pittsburgh, Columbus, Ohio. Played some golf with my father. Had an unbelievable time, and then was out in Charlotte for work over the past weekend. So just kind of all over the place. Great to be back on the road. Great to be traveling, working, enjoying it, all that kind of stuff. My statuses are rising. Hotel status almost there. Excuse me. Airline status. We're getting back to where we should be. We're in platinum. Getting there. Baby steps. But when it comes to this podcast, it's one thing that I really need to get better at and really need to get more consistent on. So this is more of like a kind of, I don't know what's the best way to put it, a little airing of the laundry, I guess. So yeah, what I guess GaryVee, shit. I always try and find one person's theory or people's theories on a couple different things to follow over the course of whatever that activity is, like, content creation. Some people that I look at, GaryVee, you got to look at the Nelk boys, Logan Paul, Jake Paul. You look at Grant Cardone, you look at Cody Askins, you look at some of these people that are creating very niche content in their lane, and it's kind of been awesome to watch those channels grow and kind of the content that they follow and the format that they follow and what they've been able to do with it. I think for a lot of them, podcasts or for YouTube's not the end goal. What it is to create an audience to then not sell to, but also kind of create that audience and interact with, engage with, provide value for. So, that was kind of my plan and trying to figure that out along the way. I'm one of those people that, I'd rather dive in head first to figure it out as opposed to read about it and then try and go out on top and not really work my way through the system. So it's been a hell of a learning process. I think one of the hardest parts creating content or creating consistent content over the course of that time. My goal was to always do daily, and obviously during COVID, it was super easy. Something easy to do 5 days a week of sitting in your house, for that whole time, not really traveling as much, and was able to just kind of crush out content. I was recording on Twitch, doing live streams, doing these daily live streams on YouTube, and kind of doing a couple different things that way. So going on the road, is another obstacle for me that, has been a little bit more on the challenging side and, trying to overcome. So still working on it. I don't think I'll ever be perfect at it, but, I got to create more content on a consistent basis. I think that's huge. Listening to GaryVee, if it's broke, don't fix it. But if it's been broke for a while, then get to work and start fixing it. He had a conversation with someone who was talking about their podcast. Hey, I've done 300 episodes and it's very consistently not doing well. And not that this isn't doing well. I just did some quick math. It's not doing great compared to some of the huge names out there, but I average roughly 10 listens per podcast. And then on YouTube, I actually didn't do that number, but it's got to be way lower. I've done some viral things. This is one of them, kind of just hopscotching off of other people's content. But yeah, for the GaryVee thing, yeah, I think what I got to do is try and find a new format, or trying to find new things to talk about, or trying to find a different way to present all this info, which I'm going to work on. And I think the other thing is consistency. I would get some runs, and I don't know if this is bots, or I don't know who's going to watch these, but I would get these runs of like 70 listens a day of people. And that was kind of wild. That was interesting to experience, because all of a sudden you'd wake up, go through the podcast, upload, and then you would go on there and see what kind of your statistics were for the previous day, and you'd get these blips of like 70 to 80 people listening, or plays, 80 to 50 or 70 to 80 plays. So that was kind of wild to see. So I got to figure out where that came from and just keep talking about these topics. Now I'm kind of rambling on. This is more for myself, I guess, to kind of air out. But yeah, I think I think that's one other people can take away, just consistency. I don't think it has to be the best, just has to be relevant in whatever you're talking about in your field or in your lane or topic of choice. I think maybe that's my issue, is just trying to I'm not really trying to please anybody. I don't really give a shit. But just talking about topics that I like, and they're kind of all over the place. So maybe that's something I'll have to kind of work on. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for listening. I appreciate that was a little mind flow right there for myself. So, yeah, appreciate everybody listening. Go check us out. Instagram, Twitter. No, not on Twitter. Instagram, TikTok. Ask me about my podcast. YouTube. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do whatever you're supposed to do there. And have a great day, everybody. Happy Tuesday.